Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are in your day. I hope you're feeling loved and blessed. It's Saturday, January 14th, January 24th, 2026. I can't even read my own writing. And yeah, I have to write it down, and I will ask myself again later. What day is it? Oh, boy. Um, Today's going to be a short, well, it might be long, but it's going to be, I shouldn't say short. I should say, um, simple spread. But then again, I don't want to even say simple because something that might seem simple can become extremely complicated, right? Have you ever had something you thought, oh, this is going to be simple, become completely, it's just flabbergasted through the, you know what I'm saying? Just, right. So today is, like I said, Saturday, January 24th, 2026, right? All right now. Um, Saturday being in regards to the tarot connected to the world card. The world card being the last card of the major arcana, right? Because there's 78 cards in the tarot deck, right? Okay, there's the 22 major arcana, and then the 56 minor arcana. Okay, um, with that being said, it's linked to the planet Saturn. That is why, and we've gone over this before. The corresponding tarot and the planetary link to the day of the week. If you don't know, you can go back to the beginning because I think I covered every single day of the week with the corresponding tarot to the day of the week and the planetary link, right? And I always mention it in each video. Also, Archangel Michael. So, um, I'm only doing 4 cards, like I said, simple. But then again, it could become complicated. We'll see, all right? We'll see. Um, so we're gonna go over. My hand's doing better today. I gotta keep using it. I gotta um not move it. They said to wiggle it. It still gets pain. Still gets a little bit of pain. Don't know what to do with my hair. Oh well. I got my shirt on. I love this shirt. I got this at a comedy show in I forget what city it was. In the Bay Area when I was still in the Bay Area. Um can you see he's on my nipple right there? What's the name? I can't read it. I can't remember the name of the comedian. But I love this shirt. It says Goddesses, Josephine Baker, Dorothy Dandridge, Pearl Bailey. Look them up. Okay, so it's cold out here in the Pacific Northwest, so I hope you're nice and snug where you at. I know it's got the snow and just the madness in the world, so I hope you're safe where you're at. All right now, all right now. So let's go ahead and go over the tarot because that's what we're here for, right? So Saturday. Again, we're going to go over Saturday and the connection of Saturday to the tarot being the world card and Saturn. This is all about integration, completion, discipline. My keywords linked to Capricorn and Earth elements, and really, all signs is connected to all signs, but Capricorn and Earth elements ruled by Saturn. End of a major cycle. End of a major cycle. And before the fool's journey starts anew, right? Because the cycle always completes itself and then starts all over again. And hopefully, you're like we talked before. Friday about toxicity. You could be toxic to yourself and to other people. So we're talking about uh, a discipline, self discipline, and disciplining others. You have to discipline your children. If you're a supervisor, you have to discipline people. And kids, people don't always listen. I've been one of them. I don't know who you talking to. You are trying to tell me. You trying to tell me something? Oh Lord, oh man, I said that to one of my supervisors. I said, just tell me what you need to tell me, and I'll get on back to what I'm doing because I'm working. It's like, hey, and he would still give me a good what you call reference because I work hard. I might have I'm sassy as fuck. Remember? So whenever they call me to the office, I was like, don't be calling me up in here. Don't be calling me up in his office. I'm working. Oh yeah, I did. I don't give up. Okay. Let's not be too sassy. All right now. So integration, completion, and discipline. Do you discipline yourself? Do you integrate? Do you delegate? Do you complete tasks? Do you start too many things and not complete nothing? Do you not complete the things you need to complete in your life? So, with that being said, let's go over the spread. So, card one is what is hurting me that needs to go. What is hurting me that needs to go. It could be a behavior, a person, an activity. Just, it can be so many things. What is hurting me that needs to go? Get on the good foot, get. All right. Two. I'm reading my notes. I actually wrote it. I didn't do too bad. I wrote it with my right hand. This is my little booklet. This is my roach clip. But it helps keep the book open. This is my little my bookie book of I write down all the tarot spreads and information. It's my book, and I'm gonna almost need a new one. So I was able to write it. I was glad. My hand's a little. I don't want to say hurt. It's a little tight. So I gotta keep moving it. Okay, so two. What needs a good clearing out? That's almost like one. It's almost like one. What needs a good clearing out? This is bugging me. What needs to go? What needs to clear out? And it could be two separate things on what needs to go and what needs to clear out. All right. Three. What have I lost and must regain? Sometimes you gotta lose some, and once they say what one door closes, another one opens, right? Okay, what have I lost and must regain? All right now, because sometimes you can get rid of that negative, and here comes a positive, right? Because that's what we want. That's our goal. Clearing out the negativity. That was three. Four, the matter for the meditative mind. Matter for the meditative mind. So once we go through the one, two, and three, we'll find out what you need to meditate on to get that clearing out, right? All right, now, so let's go ahead and start shuffling. I've been shuffling a little bit. We're going to keep on shuffling with our purpose and intent. Let's take it down to the tarot and get to it. Get to it. All right, shuffling a little bit more. What is hurting me that needs to go? What needs to clear out? Clear it out. A good cleaning, right? Like even like spring cleaning. It's like when you spring clean and you clean everything, get rid of all the old stuff, broken stuff you ain't used, is sitting in the drawer. You got stuff like that in your mind. You got stuff like that in your heart. And you gotta clear it out. It's just old beliefs, old habits, old behaviors, old way of doing things that ain't working. So you got to find a new get on to get going. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and cut the deck. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. Because remember I said what could seem simple could be just some pure chaos. Let's go ahead and put that right there. So we have the space, but you can still see the cards, right? All right. So we're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, where you can see the cards. Okay. All right. So 1, again, what is hurting me that needs to go? What is hurting me that needs to go? The air, the challenges, the problems, the thoughts, the swords representing air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, right? The knights, my keywords: extreme, fast, quest, and rescue. Knights to the rescue. What is hurting me that needs to go? You're always challenging your own thoughts. You're always challenging. You're always, that sword, you're just always cutting at yourself. Always cutting at yourself. You're doing it to yourself, right? Because you're probably always going and doing everything for everything, like the quest, the knight. Let's cover the quest because we're covering swords and we're covering knights. So the knight being the the rescuer, right? Are you playing rescue too much? Too much? And then the swords, right? Is your challenges, your problems, thoughts, and intellect. Do you think you need to be the rescuer? Are you think do you think you need to be the rescuer? Why do you do it to yourself? Why do you think you need to the the rescuer, the quester? My keywords are extreme, fast, quest, and rescue. But I always say nice to the rescue. But in regards to this being the first card, what it is hurting me that needs to go, that says you're constantly going a little too fast and extreme and feeling like you got to be the savior. Hmm? And you're constantly challenging your thought because there's, like I said, you have to deal with the knights and you have to deal with the swords and the whole combination of the card and the position of where it's at. Sometimes the message isn't connected to the question. Chaos, right? Chaos, but it's actually the order. Okay. Oh, what? So, what is hurting me that needs to go? You can't play savior. You can't play savior. Okay. What needs a good clearing out? I'm interested to see what's going to be connected to that. Mm-hmm. Come on now. Justice being the 11th tarot, connected to Venus and Libra. It's about balance, fairness, truth, and accountability, right? You have to find that balance. What needs a good clearing out? You have to find the balance of not always playing savior. Does that make sense? Because this card is about balance and fairness, truth, and accountability. And sometimes you have to let people have their own accountability. Oh, we've all been through it. Okay. 3. What have I lost and must regain? What have I lost and must regain? Because remember, right here, we're playing Savior and the justice. What needs a good clearing out is finding the balance. Even though this card is about balance, fairness, truth, and accountability, being in the position it's at, it's about finding a balance and not playing savior. So, what have I lost and must regain that comes in between these two cards is the 9 of Pentacles. 9 being about compromising, Compassion and spirituality, okay? Pentacles, being connected to earth, resources, physical things in the body, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, okay? What have I lost and must regain? You're compromising your own resources, your own self. And it isn't just about money, it's being pentacles and connected to the physical things, the body and resources. Your body is everything. Your body entails your whole physical essence, right? So, what have I lost and must regain is compromise, not over compromising yourself, right? The body or your resources, your money, and your resources can be the mind, your energy, right? Your whole, I said, essence, your energy. Have you ever had somebody be a vampire? Have you ever had, not I mean like the movie, like the vampires in the movies. I'm talking about spiritual vampires, emotional vampires, people that just drain you dry, drain you dry emotionally. Okay. And it throws you off balance. It throws the whole life off balance. So, what have I lost and must regain is your compromise and compassion and spirituality, that connection to yourself. And again, boundaries, boundaries, setting boundaries. Okay. So, 4, matter for the meditative mind. Matter for the meditative mind. This is what you got to sit on. This is what you're going to have to sit on to and process how to find the compromise, find your own self compassion to not give too much of your body, too much of your resources, too much of your energy. See, because she is at the piano, at peace, just playing, just being, right? So it's finding that balance. Remember? The balance is right here. But this is when I said what needs a good clearing out. It's about compromising and finding a balance so that you're not giving, remember, too much of yourself. Because what is hurting me that needs to go, you're overdoing. Okay? So, matter for the meditative mind, something to meditate on. The Page of Wands, the wands being about your passion, your activities and your projects, your fire connected to Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Page, right? Remember, Page being the one of the first court cards is about youthfulness, enthusiasm, or message, and or a message. So something to meditate on is about finding that youthful enthusiasm to a new passion, a new project, a new activity, something to take your mind off of feeling like you have to be savior to everybody else, right? And finding your own space. Remember, finding that balance and finding that compromise where you're at instead of being overdone, overcooked, you're going to burn yourself out by playing savior. And if you don't find the balance and you don't reserve your resources, not just your money, but your energy, and put it towards a different project or activity or passion, you're not going to find the balance. You're not going to find the compromise, and you're going to overexert yourself because this is, the person to the rescue, the knight to the rescue. right? The knight to the rescue on all challenges, problems, thoughts, and intellect. It's just over. Your mind's overdone, and then that's gonna burn out your body. Once your mind gets done, your body gets burned out, and then your spirit gets burnt out. Huh. It's just a chain reaction. Bang, 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 bang. Right? So give a little time to finding a youthful, enthusiastic adventure. You know, go on an adventure, start a project, start an activity, find a passion, whatever that may be, a new passion or project or activity, and focus on yourself and not just others. It's good to be there for others, but if you're not there for yourself, you're never really there for others. Does that make sense? I hope so. So I think that's good. I think it's a nice. I think that was short and simple because sometimes the message, when it's just quick, short, and simple, and to the point, you know where you need to be at instead of going through. You could do a whole 12 card spread, 10 card spread, 7 card spread, but sometimes straight and to the point is just as good, I think. I think. So I think we'll cut it for Saturday, and I can get on to my own stuff because it's Saturday. It's Wash Day. Remember, did you watch the video about where Saturday comes from? It is Wash Day. So we got some cleaning to do. So I hope y'all have a beautiful day, beautiful Saturday. Stay lovely, stay sassy, stay special, stay safe. Don't forget to do all those things, the share, the subscribe, the like, the comments, if you feel like it. I would love it. It don't hurt nobody. It's free. Oh, have a beautiful Saturday.